This is a quick health update on how I've been doing since the last video I had made regarding updating your McCaffrey. That was all a joke. I was just so out of it that I tried my best to make that video as funny as possible, and the humor wasn't really coming through because it wasn't the true me in terms of that. I just wasn't all up there. But it's supposed to be the fact that people get tons and tons and tons of emails about your McAfee is expired, updated 2023, and it's all, of course, spam emails and stuff like that. And the fact that it was McCaffrey, because that's wrong. And then, of course, you get those other people that call it McAfee. Let's see. McAfee. McAfee. McDonalds. McDonald's? No. So it's McAfee, not McAfee or McAfee. Just read it the way it's intended. The public is so retarded. Then, of course, you get the McPhees. You heard of those. You heard those. They charge that when you get DoorDash and stuff. Ha 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 ha. Good. The sense of humor is coming back. And then Norton is, of course, automatically pluralized to Nortons. I don't know why. Sometimes with an apostrophe. But anyway, that was the joke on that video, as it were. But yeah, I was really sick and had a really bad stomach virus and that. And I made that last video on Saturday for release Sunday, which I did. And in that video, I had said that probably by Tuesday or Wednesday, I would be a lot more back at it with it. We're at Monday now that I'm making this video for Tuesday. Hello! It's JK18! I'm fucking back! I feel so much better. So much better. Oh man, I can't even tell you. And it snuck up on me. I almost had to do a double take on myself. What happened was, it actually came a lot sooner than I thought. It was last Saturday when I made that original video. I made that video, posted it, and then I ended up going to bed because I was just wiped out. I woke up. It was 5 in the afternoon something, so I said, yeah, let me come back down. So I came back downstairs, and I get to the bottom of the steps, and I look back, and I'm like, wait, what? I just went down those steps normal speed, like I normally do? Not 2-3 times as long as it normally takes? And I actually went back up the steps and back down. I was like, holy shit, I'm better! I couldn't even believe it. It was amazing. So what happened in that time span were two things. One is I did have that banana, and, it was, again, not one of my favorites, but good. It was fine, and I had it. That was that. I think there's 2 left. I'm going to have one more today, and that will do it for that. And then we'll see if the whiff has the other one. So I'm going to have one more of those today. So I had that banana, and then later, I'm having, how do you call it, side effects from the illness. The side effect that I get is back pain. Now, I always have back pain, but because I'm constrained, so to speak, in bed to just about 2 positions that I can lay in without stomach pain, that really puts a wrench on my back. It feels as if you had someone build out a wooden planter box on the back of you around the part of the lower back where it meets your butt. Okay, so you got like this square box thing around the back of you, like that, and that you have to kind of cart around. And it's this bulky, hits into things, gets in the way. It kind of makes your ass really big, you know? It's sort of inconvenient. That's what my back feels like. It feels like I got this big thing back there that I got to watch out for, and it's kind of an unnerving feeling. But I finally had some Advil for that, and the reason I didn't take any Advil sooner is because they say that Advil is not good for stomach pain. So kind of a catch-22 for me, because Tylenol don't work for me. So it has to be ibuprofen or Advil. And of course, you know, in not going with the leading national brand, I stopped buying Advil and I buy the generic shit now. It's ibuprofen is what it is. And that's it. As long as the milligrams of it are the same as the Advil, there's no reason you shouldn't be buying it either. The only difference I know of between the actual Advil and the Littleville, because Little has it, is Advil has like a sweetness, almost like a candy coating to it, but what I can live without that. I don't need that. It's just a nice little additive, but you don't need it. And anyway, that apparently did the trick, and I am feeling we are now at the point where imagine when you have a cold. So you feel it coming on, you say, oh shit, I might be coming down with something, you know. You get that feeling in the winter, you get the sniffles, you get all that kind of stuff, and you're like, it'll go away, not me, nah, no. And then later that night you get a little more and a little more, and the next morning you wake up and you're like, oh shit, I think I'm getting a cold. And then all through that day, whatever, and then by that night, all hell breaks loose. And by by then, the next morning, you wake up, you're like, all right, I'm fucking sick. I got a cold. And then you got to deal with all that. And whether you work through it or not is up to you and how bad and severe it is. But, you know, you pretty much, you feel it coming on. Okay, now you got it. And then you finally have the worst of it. It's past you. You wake up the next day, you feel quite a bit better. And the next day you feel much, much better. And then by the following day, you are almost perfect. What I mean almost perfect is this. You'll get from quote-unquote 0% health, meaning you have the cold full on, to 35%, 70%, and then you don't go right to 100%. You go to 95% because then you have to get that last 5% back until you're totally over the cold, and that takes 2 weeks. You always have those lingering nuisance effects, a sniffle, a runny nose, clogged up nose, stuffy nose kind of thing. You always have that little extra bullshit to deal with for another week or two until you get back up to that 100%. Depending on the severity of the illness that you had will generally dictate how long it's going to take you to get that 5% back. Pretty much with most illnesses I've found is you get most of your health back in a pretty short time, but getting that last little percentage takes forever. And the more severe the injury, the longer that last little percentage takes to reach its way back up to 100%. And when I had my gallbladder out, that was like a couple of months before I was fully back. But this is like a week and a half, 2 week kind of thing. So I'll be fully back there. I'm not at 100% now. I'll say definitely about 95%, 93%. somewhere in there. We're very close to getting on that. So I got a little ways to go, but I'm up, I'm active, I'm alert, and I can do things. In fact, probably can't quite hear it, but I have the wash running right now because I'm washing the sheets and all that and the bedding from the whole being sick and that, because that's not, you don't want to that washed out that way, you know. So that way I'm doing that, and so that way that's getting done, and otherwise that is pretty much going to do it. So thank you to all of you who reached out and sent me a couple of words. I really appreciated that. Meant a lot that people were looking out for me in that. And yeah, I'm doing better, and I will continue to get better. But like I said, it's that last little 5% ramp that's just going to take forever to go away. Not that long, but we're almost there. So thanks so much. I'm feeling a lot better, and man, it's great to be back. All right, thanks again, everybody. Really appreciate it, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.